Cool. Go for it.
Good?
Yep.
Sweet. So the first question is, in what ways does selective breeding and the field mustard study provide evidence for evolution? So what I put was that selective breeding is evidence because the most desirable characteristics are kind of passed on in the next generation. So like, I don't know, the crabs that like wave their big claw, whoever does it the best, that's the one they mate with. So I don't know, it shows a little bit of evolution just because the best genes are the ones that get passed on, not something.
Not at all. Yeah, that's what I basically said too. I talked about how it's evidence for direct gene evolution and not other like abiotic factors, because they took seeds from like the 1970s and then early 2000s, and they treated them the exact same and they had different results. And so because they're controlling everything so much, that it has to be something internal.
Yeah, the mustard seed one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, about the drought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I saw that too. So.
Cool. And then we have 1 and 2 for quiz number 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first person we're supposed to talk about is Andreas. Oh, I'm gonna butcher this. Vesalius.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good to
me. Anyway, so I got from the reading that he was an anatomist who challenged the techniques of this Greek physician, Galen. And he started dissecting his own bodies. And he dissected so many bodies that he realized that Galen was incorrect. And Galen had never actually cut open a human. Yeah. And so then he introduced this comparative anatomy idea and technique that other people started using. So they used textbooks as guidelines, but they started doing things themselves and dissecting humans themselves.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got. That he just formulated, the textbooks, and then kind of proved Galen wrong just because Galen had never opened up a human body.
Yeah, because it was against religion or something like that. Then,
yeah. And then the other thing was, let's see here. Because the comparative anatomy and how scientists started using that to see the similarities and differences between species. So.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so number 2, we were supposed to talk about William Harvey and William Paley.
Yeah, there wasn't much about William Paley.
No, there was not.
It was one sentence, and I was like, that's it?
Yep.
Okay. So all I got from him was the writings of natural theology.
That's all I got too.
Okay.
Yeah. And then with the William Harvey, he was one of the people to discover that blood pumped through the body in a closed loop system, and that he started to challenge, or no, he supported the idea of science and God. He was one of the first people to bridge that, and then it started developing his natural theology, right? He was the founder of that.
Yeah, he kind of started it off, and then those kind of helped, his writings and those discoveries help push researchers to ask the fundamental question of how life works.
Yes.
Which is the natural theology, I believe. So.
Awesome. Cool.
Sweet.
Anything else you want to add?
I don't think so.